Well, good morning. This is Elvis Boy, and we are headed back over to Slab City today for an interview, and we'll just see how it goes. Got a couple of things planned today, but yeah, it's going to be a great day. So we're here with MacGyver, the water guy. What's going on, brother?
Not much. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man. This weather out here in Slab City area is really nice right now.
It is.
Beats the heck out of this summertime out here. So how long have you been out here, MacGyver?
A total of 6 years, about 5.5 summers. I have a space in the slabs. I'm back and forth because I run water. I stay in Niland sometimes. I stay in the slabs sometimes.
Yeah, so you have options.
I do. And just acquired a new property that for the water business that we're running water from and allowing people to come and get water, because water is life. That's what it's all about. The more we can get to, the better everyone is.
Yeah, the service that you offer is probably one of the most important services that one could offer out here in the slabs, especially during the summertime.
It is, and I take it very seriously. I try to do better at running water than anybody ever has. I've developed systems to make it more efficient, faster, and more reliable for everyone in the slabs. And so if somebody calls me, I guarantee them delivery same day or next day, no later than next day delivery. Because people, when they want it right away. And when they call, they're usually out. So I like to get to them right away. Yeah, this is the commercial property where we run water from now. We've been here about 2 weeks. And I set up my new system here. And we're still getting it cleaned up.
Yeah, it's a nice little facility.
Yeah, we just 2 days ago had a connex removed out of here. So we got more room. This is, well, I guess you'd call it a water system, but this allows me to take water out of the faucet much faster because I fill these containers up and then I dump out at 2 inch. So it takes just under 5 minutes to fill a tote into my truck. So previously, everyone else that is filled with water directly from a garden hose, it takes them 35 minutes. So that's a considerable difference in time to fill your tank. And then when I go to deliver the water and put it in their tank, it only takes less than 2 minutes to pump it out.
Yeah, and boy, I've seen that process. I'll put a little video right now and show you the process of him pumping that water into these big tanks. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah,
How does the water get into these tanks?
I fill them with a hose. They're split, so I just turn it on, and it takes about an hour and a half to fill them up from completely empty. So while I'm filling, or while I'm here at the property, I turn them on and make sure that they stay full. So when I need to fill a tote, it's ready with that kind of pressure.
Nice, and then you back your truck up here, of course, and you fill the tote that he has in the back of his pickup truck.
And then I'm changing this system here too to a flexible hose so that I don't have to back straight up over the
kind of like an RV hose?
Yeah, something like that.
Appreciate what you do, but what do you do on a daily basis when somebody calls you and asks you for water?
When somebody calls me, I ask them if they're ready for it immediately, because I like to get that out of the way and make sure that they're taken care of as soon as possible. So I guarantee next day delivery. If you call me in the morning, I can probably get it that day because I try not to keep too much work on the table.
That's great. And you live locally here, so it's something that you can do. Yeah, so if you need water, make sure you give MacGyver here a call. I'll put some contact information down below if you live in the slabs. Maybe you don't know about MacGyver and the services that he offers. But how do you like it out here?
I like it. I've become a little more recluse than I used to be. I'm just kind of working every day. I'm getting ready to be 50 years old pretty soon, and
Just a kid.
yeah, just a baby. But no, I want to build something that I can be proud of and live the rest of my years on. And the water business is not my primary source of income. I buy and sell things all the time. I'm always hustling, looking for work opportunities, looking for work for other people. Everybody's always asking me if I have work, and I try to send them to other people that have work, so that I'm not taking all of it, I guess.
Nice.
But
what kind of special skills do you have?
oh, I do everything from carpentry, cement work, some electrical, solar, pretty much all around handyman.
You know, people can be interesting out in the slabs.
That's a good word. Interesting is a good word to say, because it's always surprising. There's every day there's always something that you never imagined you'd hear about or experience. It can be interesting, and that can go both ways. It can be very positive. It can be very negative, and it's important to understand how to navigate in a place like Slab City.
Yeah, where you have people that truly dance to the beat of their own drums, and they make lives for themselves out here. And you've been out here a while, and you've gotten to know just about everybody in Slab City.
I know just about everybody, yeah.
So if Joe wants to move out to Slab City because he's seen that this is the last free place on earth and he can do whatever he wants to do.
Well, this is it's something that I've rehearsed and been asked a lot over the years, probably hundreds and hundreds of times. And I try to get it, make it better when I'm advising people every time, because it seems like people always kind of make some mistakes or have things that happen to them or around them that they weren't prepared for. So I've been revising the teaching method along the way to try to cover everything, but I'm starting to believe that it's impossible to cover everything. So what we like to say is, it is what you make it. It depends on who you are as a person, how well you deal with other people, and how well you deal with confrontation or adversity. That is probably the most general advice that I can give. Being a little more specific is Slab City is probably not exactly what you think it is until you get here and experience it for yourself. So whatever you see online is just advice from people that have lived it and experienced it. But again, you may have very different experiences based on your own behavior or your own personality, character, those things.
And there is no running water, there is no electricity. So for sure you would have to have a certain amount of off-grid living skills and be prepared for that.
The more prepared you are with your own equipment, the better I think that you'll do in Slab City, because if you depend on others too much, there's not just a charity out there that helps everybody all the time. Some people are willing to help and or offer work trade and things for assisting each other. I remember when I was here in 2012 and 13, there were a lot more people helping each other build their camps. So that's a great work trade. If two camps have work that needs to be done, they help each other, because two people can obviously do more than one. So I don't see a whole lot of that going on as much as I used to. There are smaller camps, there are larger camps in Slab City, but they all need something to sustain them, some type of source or finance to sustain the larger camps. Being prepared for the things you need: electricity, a toilet. Most people will dig a hole in the ground and then bury it when it's full. But there are some people that have flushable toilets, but it takes a lot to get that kind of system going. It really takes a lot of resources and know-how to get that kind of thing right. There are some characters. Well, I like to say there's no gate on Slab City preventing anybody from coming in. So be advised, you may see people come in here that seem harmless, but you know, if you did a record search on them, that they're very dangerous. There are great people here too, who I love and support. It's not all bad, it's not all good, it's a little bit of both, but how you navigate here really depends on how well you do. And the more, you're right, the more self-sufficient you are, the better things are for yourself. So if you aren't able to do everything for yourself and you have to depend on either the kindness or the help of others, you may want to rethink how quickly you move into Slab City and learn as you go. Because if you learn as you go, there are lessons you may never have thought you will learn here. I would advise that before you settle down in a spot, that you know what kind of traffic that spot has going through it, because you have a lot of foot traffic in Slab City and not all of it being trustworthy. So you want to pick a spot that doesn't have a lot of high traffic, people walking through that area, and you want to stay mobile in case you have to move. Don't just settle into a spot and start building things and not have the ability to move if things don't work out in that area. That's another piece of advice, is if you are traveling alone or you're coming to Slab City by yourself, you need to have some type of way to watch your belongings if you need to go to the store, or, you know, God forbid something happens to you, go to the hospital and you're away for a day or two. You may come back and you may have, at the very least, some things missing, if not your whole camp.
You really got to be careful too, because sometimes, you know, people will hook up a generator and they'll leave it sit out there and run, and like, there's certain things that you really need to think about, solar panels and equipment and things like that. But yeah, you really do need to be wise.
Yes, we're in the middle of the desert. There's no guaranteed security unless you create it. One thing I thought that I'd throw in is just because a place may look established or credible, things aren't always what they appear, and still you should follow the rule of feeling things out before you dive in, kind of thing. You know, there are places that there has been trouble where you would think, oh, this place looks nice, everything should be fine, but it's all how things are managed in Slab City, and if they're not managed properly, then people can be at risk. But I don't mean to focus on all the negative things or the possible dangers of Slab City. I've enjoyed Slab City for years, and I have lots of friends. I wouldn't say I have enemies, but I have some people that don't like me. And that's another lesson. If you think you can come here and everybody's going to like you, or you think you can get everyone to like you, that is not the case. You are going to have people that either don't like you or disagree with something you're doing or want to argue with you, and there's nothing that you can tell them or do for them that will ever change your mind. And authenticity is very important. Look for those authentic people that they don't just want something from you. They add value in some way to whatever they're doing or whatever you're doing, and you can see that authenticity shine through. And usually people that are authentic have clear boundaries that if you cross them, they will let you know. I'm also one of those people. I have boundaries. There are certain things that I won't entertain. I won't even allow a person to ask from me because I have boundaries, because I've learned that if I don't have those boundaries, that I can put myself at risk. People will not like you because of your boundaries, but you have to protect yourself. We say self-care is the most important thing out here.
Right.
You have to make sure that you're okay before you can take care of someone else. MacGyver here. I just wanted to tell Slab City that just to dispel any rumors or, you know, I know how word gets around about things and sometimes it gets distorted, but I just wanted to tell you from me that I care a lot about Slab City and the people there, and delivering water has always been very important to me. I am constantly, every day, trying to think of better ways to do that, to make water more available, to have more drivers, more people delivering it, and to make it very easy and convenient for Slab City. Yeah, I just wanted Slab City to know that I do have their best interest in mind. I'm not trying to control the water. I'm not trying to deny anybody. If anyone calls, and I mean anyone, I will provide the service for you and your camp. If anyone wants to deliver or pay for water for someone else, I can do that. The expenses in water delivery are high. Maintaining a truck and all the equipment, you know, I have said before, anybody can run water, but not many people can do it consistently. It takes a lot to keep water going and to be available, to be reliable. And I think I've already proven that to Slab City, that I can be reliable and dependable. I've created a fast, efficient delivery system, and it's not for my own personal gain. If you knew how much money I was making delivering water, you'd ask me why I was doing it at all. So it's not a way to get rich like people think. I'm not getting wealthy delivering water. I'm actually using what little money I get there to invest into other ventures. And I work all the time to try to stay afloat and keep the water delivery service a reliable service for Slab City residents. So I just wanted Slab City to hear that from me, that and if anybody needs to call me and talk to me or has any problems at all, my number is 442-412-7600. If you want to talk about anything or you have any concerns or if there's any way I can help you with your water service, please call me or text me anytime.